so here's your first taste of gamification. Now, this is called tennis Quidditch. Okay, pretty excited to show you this one. I invented it in 2002, and I promise you the kids absolutely love it. So these are called golden balls. Now, Tina down the other end actually played on the tour, and when you win championships in America, you win these golden balls. So these are our little golden snitches today. So come on out, Maddie and Clay, yes, and I'm Coach Emma. Okay, these are our little champion players here today. So this is how the game works. So the first part of the game is the players have to hide the golden snitch under one of the cones, and the other player doesn't know which one it's under. Does that sound cool? So do you want to close your eyes first and face that way? Close your eyes, and you're going to run down the other end, and you and Tina are going to run down to Tina, and you're going to hide that golden snitch. You've got 10 seconds. Go. 10, 9. Oh, look at that run. I love her energy already. So that's what the kids are doing. So they're going to hide it under one of the cones. Now, of course, Clay doesn't know which one it's under. Okay, well done. Now you stand behind Tina, and Tina's going to then, and then can you get her to close her eyes and face that way? All right, are you ready, Clay? All right, go. You've got 5 seconds. Hide the golden stitch under one of the cones. So again, this end, the kids can choose any cone they want. It's under there. And then he's just going, now Tina and I are going to demonstrate so the kids get a feel of what it's about. So starting with a nice overarm throw to begin the point. Touch the ground so we get that nice palm down with the overarm throw. And then we play out the rally. It looks like this. So we're competing from the word go. And as soon as the rally's over, we're both going to freeze. So, freeze. So she came second in the rally, freeze. So she runs to the closest cone, which is the green one. She lifts it up. It's not there. Now you run the cone off the court. While she does that, I get another ball. And how do I start the rally? I touch the ground. Beautiful. And we start the rally. So watch one more time for the demonstration. So this time, freeze. She runs up to the cone. She lifts it up. The golden snitch was there. So she picks it up, pick up the golden snitch. We come into the net. We shake hands. And we always say, thank you for making me a better player. I grab the golden snitch, but before I do, she has to tell me one thing I did well. So what's one thing I did well today? Just in those points.
Consistency.
Consistency. So I take the snitch. That's the game. The first activity is called hat trick. And in this activity, of course, in Australia, do you have hat trick in America? Does anyone know what a hat trick is?
Well, it's like
3 points in a row. In tennis, it's really important that we learn how to group the points in a row. So here are our star players here today. We've got Sebastian, we've got Blake, and of course we've got Clay. Now, in this activity, what you'll see in a minute, we're going to use the shape of the court. We're going to change the shape of the court so that you can serve anywhere in the half, not just the service box. Now you have to return the ball. Now as Clay, you roll the ball out, you're going to use the inside of your foot to kick it back and still try and win the rally. Tina and I will do a demonstration so you get it. You have to try and win 3 points in a row. Now gamification for this activity is they have to try and work out what is spelt under these words. So if you win 3 points in a row, what he'll do, this is your side here. Sebastian, this is your side here. You'll come over, remove the cone and turn over the first letter in the square. So then it's 1, 2, over, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then they swap over. So that's what you got to do. Try and spell the word. As soon as you think you know what the word is, it's something to do with tennis, you win the game. It's that simple. Are we ready? So this is called hat trick. It looks like this. The players start a little bit further up the court. Now they can serve anywhere in the deuce court, not just in the service box. So it looks like this. Stand right back, Sebastian. Good man. Beautiful. Here we go. So I serve anywhere in that half. Now she's got to hit it back, kick it back, and try and get to that ball. So there's a tactical learning there. I'm not going to tell Tina, and I'm not going to tell the kids. They've got to try and discover it and work it out. Let's do another. So's Tina. Fantastic. Here we go. Good. Play ball. He's got to roll, kick. Good. Now compete. Compete. Now this marker here is only where you serve from. You don't have to use this as a recovery position. I'm going to let you decide where you think the best recovery point for you is. So how many points have you won? One. Now, anytime we hit the ball in the net, we'll move it straight away. Okay? There's a reason behind that, and I'll ask you later. stand right on the line. I want the kids to stand right on the line there. So they're serving in the middle, so you get all these cool things with the racket head that they have to discover. Okay, all right. This next activity is called Ripper Return. So the focus is going to be on Clay, who's going to be returning. So Clay, watch me. How it works is Tina's still aiming and directing her serve, and obviously I'm trying to think about my return patterns. Okay, looks like this. So move left, hit right, hit the first shot, and then I've got to catch that next shot. So I'm thinking about, did my return put her under any pressure? And she's also thinking, did my return put her under any pressure? If not, you just leave the cone at the back of the court where it is. If the serve or the return put us under pressure, we move it one space towards the side fence. So it's Ripper Return, getting the kids to feel, move right, hit left, move left, hit right. When in doubt, hit it down the tunnel. So giving them little things to think about in their head, as well as scoring, not based on whether the shot goes in or out. It's based on whether the shot impacted you. You pick up the cone and you take one step towards the side fence. That's the scoring. That's it. Are we ready? Run down the other end. Brooke, you're going to serve. Clay, you're going to do Ripper Return. So do you remember? So just show me that you understood. So get ready. All right, ready, position. Now the serve makes you go this way. Move right, where are you going to hit it? Left. Now go this way. Move left, which way are you going to hit it? Right, and when in doubt, hit it down the tunnel. Then so Brooke, serve and first shot. Serve and first shot. Then you run over and you've got to catch. Try and catch her next shot. So he's having a look at the impact of his return because he has to catch the ball. All right, here we go. Ripper Return. Good. Now catch this ball. Catch it. Good. Great return. So walk over the cone. You leave it where it is, or do you think that she impacted you? Did she put your? Yeah, he does. He thinks so. He moves her over one. Well done. So Brooke, if you feel his return impacted you and put you under pressure, you move your cone one step towards the fence. Okay, here we go. Leave it still if nothing. All right, ready position for your return. Here we go. Let's have a look at which way he moves. So he moves this way. Yeah, that's a great serve. So even though he didn't stick to the pattern, it was a great serve. Where were you trying to hit it?
I tried to hit it that way, but it just came so fast.
Yeah. So when in doubt, down the tunnel. Yeah. All right, so he's going to move it. Big step. One big step. There you go. Activity 2, it's called North, South, East, West. Now I want to introduce you to our next little superstar, Brooke, another lefty. In this video, I'm loving how many lefties that we've got. It's, you never know when you're going to come up against a lefty. Now, this activity, North, South, East, West, we're going to demonstrate it first, but essentially the score line is where we're working on trying to close out the match. So in these situations, we are up in the score line. So the score line is, for example, 40-30. Okay, and if I win that point, then I'm going to come over to my first cone and flip over the cone. And on the bottom, each of the cones will have an affirmation. So you turn it upside down and you say, I can do it. And then you go to the next side of the court. So that's how it works. Could you flip that one back over for me? All right, so we're going to demonstrate on the juice court. And I'm going to start over here. Now, I'm going to choose either, for example, over on the juice court, north is way back here, south is up here, north, south, east, or west. I choose where I want to serve to start the rally. Okay, you can pick for me. What would you like for me for the demonstration? Okay, I can tell already that was a question to see how, that's a pretty smart answer. This one's obviously the easiest one. So I'm up in the game. Okay, there are 4 times where I'm up in the game. 40-30, 40-15, 40 love or advantage in. What do you want? Okay, so the score's 40-15. If I win this point, I turn over my cone. Okay, it looks like this. I'm serving from here. Got to serve it in the box, and we compete. I won the point. I come over to my affirmation. I turn it over. and it's I can do it. So I say that out loud. I can do it. I come over to the next side. I choose another score line. I'm going to choose south this time. And we've already done 40-15. So now we're going to do 40-30. Okay, I'm serving from here. Here we go. Okay, I came second in the rally. I just go to the other side and the score was 40-30, so now the score is deuce. We keep going until I can flip over all 4 of my affirmation cones. South. You can move, you can move. All right, now was that a coachable moment? Absolutely. What do you need to do better after you serve? Yeah, get ready based on what you think he's going to do. Okay, I love what you did after you played. So after you served, here you moved to here, and then you moved in. I love what you did on the second choice. Have a think about your first choice. Okay, did you win the game? Okay, so what do you do? And read it out loud for me. I belong here. I can do it. I belong here. Fantastic kid things that we want the kids to say. Okay? This final activity is called Baker's Dozen. So in this basket here or a bucket, I love buckets using tennis equipment, we have 13 tennis balls. You have 13 opportunities, Clay, to try and serve wide body tee on the juice court and then wide body tee on the ad court. So that's a total of how many directions would that be? You've got 13 chances. How many directions? So wide body tee is 3 on one side and on the other side. So 3 plus 3 is 6. And he's got 13 chances to try and hit 6 spots. Now, we're not going to tell her. Brooke has to try and remember where you've gone as well. Compete. Compete, compete. Brooke, come on, compete. All right, okay. So just nice and softly, where did your serve go?
Down at the bottom.
At the body. So you have to remember that you can tick off body on that side. Okay, so you've finished body on that side. I'll give you 2 balls. Oh, actually, sorry. You have to take the balls from the basket. So that he has to take the balls from the basket so he remembers how many he's got left. So he's got a clear intention. Okay, so think about it. He's already used up 3 balls. This is the 4th ball. Right, and he's got it down the tee. Here we go, here we go. Excellent competing, you two. Great competing.